class. This is our second class, our second EL111 class. If you guys remember the first time we met, I gave you three pieces of homework, okay? Let me first of all share my screen so that you guys can see, include the sound as well. Okay, so I am sharing my screen at the moment. And let me just quickly remind you of what we covered last time. I don't know if you guys remember, but we did talk about a few things. Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
Doctor.
okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you guys so much. So, if you guys remember from last time, we talked about, we talked about famous scientists, we talked about asking questions. That's actually the name or the title of the unit. Unit 1 is all about, big questions, right? If you remember, guys, we talked about some scientists. What are they famous for? Right? We talked about the Arab and Muslim scientists, people like, Ibn Khaldun and Ibn Sina. And then I gave you some examples. If you guys remember, we talked about even people from the West, people like Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, Isaac Newton, and so on. We also talked about the Arab scientists, the Arab and Muslim scientists, if you guys remember. And then we had the discussion about being famous, and we discovered that we have one female student with us who's actually famous in Kuwait. We also talked about asking questions. Is it okay to ask questions? And what are some of the benefits of asking questions? We also talked about how kids usually ask more questions than adults, and as we get older in life, we tend to ask less questions. Okay, so we become less curious, and this is something which is not good. We should always remain curious. In Arabic, curious means fudul, to have that fudul, right? And then, of course, I introduced you to my evil daughter, Aline, if you guys remember. And then I asked you guys to give me your own question, okay? And today, inshallah, I will show you the questions that you guys gave me. Yep. And then we did some reading together. We did some, very simple reading comprehension. We also did some matching, words with their definitions. So words like estimate, evidence, experiment, and so on and so forth. We talked a bit about the parts of speech, if you guys remember. We talked about nouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, and so on. I gave you some examples, right? What else did we
Yes.
do? Yep. And then we just briefly talked about essay writing, guys. Okay, remember I told you what is an essay, why is writing important, okay, and then I showed you the how an essay is supposed to look like, and then of course I gave you some homework, and I showed you طبعا the beautiful view from Jarir in Boulevard in Salmiya. But the homework I gave you guys, if you guys remember, I gave you three things to do. Number one was to study the three parts of the essay. If you guys remember, I gave you a paper in class that had the structure of the essay on one side, and then on the other side, I had an essay of my wife. And again, thankfully, my wife is not here right now, so I can talk, and I will not die. I can talk freely without my wife being here, but when she comes back, I have to change what I say. But I gave you a paper that has the three parts of the essay: introduction, body, conclusion, with an example on the other side. The second piece of homework I gave you was to write a paragraph as practice. If you guys remember, I gave you two questions. One of them was about, I think, your favorite scientist. And the second question was, if you had the power to invent anything, what would you invent? You only had to answer one question, okay? And of course, the third homework was to طبعا go to Jarir or maybe like even like that Salasil and pick out any book to read for fun for the remainder of this semester, okay? I gave you some examples of easy books you guys can read. Remember, I showed you one of the books that is translated from English to Arabic. I also showed you these books over here, the ones you see on your screen. These are the Oxford Bookworm series books, and they are very interesting because they come in stages. So you have level 1, level 2, and they are very, very easy to read, and they also come with an audio file. So you know how to pronounce the words as well. So you can listen to the book while you're reading. That's, by the way, this is what I do to actually to strengthen my Arabic. I like to read the Holy Quran and also listen to it at the same time so that I know how to read the Holy Quran. You understand, guys? So that was the homework I gave you. For today's class, guys, I'm going to continue, inshallah, I'm going to continue with Unit 1, and inshallah, if we have time, we should be able to finish the very first unit, okay? So, as I said, we started with Unit 1, which was all about big questions. We talked about famous scientists and so on. Yeah, as I said, what did we cover or what did we talk about last class? Again, we talked about scientists, the importance of being curious, and so on and so forth. And also the homework I gave you, if you remember, I told you to please pick out a book, to write a short paragraph, and to also read or at least understand the three parts of the essay, right? Yes, Marwa, go ahead.
Doctor, nothing is showing in my screen.
Nothing? You don't see anything?
Me too. No.
Really? For the rest of you,
Yes,
can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can see.
yes, Doctor.
Okay. If you cannot see my screen, maybe log out and then come back in, okay? But please don't run away, okay?
Okay. ما
Okay.
ضبط.
Let me try again. Wait, let me stop sharing. I'll share again. Let's see if this works. Wait. Let me see. I'm gonna try to share again. Here we go. Let's see. Is this better? I don't know if this works.
Drew, I think you can speak.
Judy, can you see?
Yes, I see.
Okay, great. If you cannot see my screen for any reason, maybe log out and then come back in and it should work, inshallah, okay? So, do you remember, guys, last time in class I asked you to give me your big question. And give me one question or something that you've always been thinking about. Let me show you what you guys said, and then I will show you what the boys gave me, okay? So these are just some of the questions that you guys gave me. Number one, why are we alive? I don't, this is a question that usually boys ask. Okay, why are we alive? Yeah, but this is a good question. We are alive for many different reasons. Maybe to be the best version of yourself, maybe to worship God, maybe to make a change, maybe to change the world, maybe to be an inspiration for other people. There are many reasons, right? Depending on how you see life. Number two says, is the earth flat or spherical? Yeah, good question. I think most people would agree that the earth is somewhat like a sphere. There are a few people who believe that the earth is flat, but then again, it's also a very interesting question. Number three says, why do parents say no for something without giving us a reason? This person is probably suffering from her parents, okay? I think parents usually have their best interest, they want the best for their children. And sometimes, children have a hard time understanding why parents maybe do certain things, right? Number four, am I the only truth in the universe? I don't know, maybe. And number five, how can I make a positive impact on society? I like this question, right? I think the best way to make a positive impact on society is to be the best version of yourself. Think of something you can do that's going to really give back to society. Think of something you can do to maybe spread knowledge, to spread peace, to be a source of inspiration for other people, right? The next question says, why do people die? So we went from why are we alive to why do people die? Again, maybe when I see you guys in class, we can maybe talk about these a bit more. But why again? I mean, think about this question: would you want to live forever? When I asked my students this question, almost everybody said, "I don't want to live forever." So if you think about it from like a religious point of view, I think death is a form of mercy, right? As we say in Arabic, rahma. So yeah, it's a good question. Next, where did God come from? Yeah, this is again. I think if you read the Holy Quran or if you study religion in general, I think you will understand more about this question. Next says, why can't people always be honest? I think it's by nature that human beings we tend to somehow we tend to lie sometimes we tend to be tricky and we try to take advantage of other people sometimes. So I think yeah we can't be like honest 100% of the time. The next question says, can AI ever truly experience feelings and consciousness? I think today that's not the case, but maybe in the future, because AI is it's slowly developing, it's slowly becoming better. You never know. Maybe in the future AI can have feelings. Next says, why can't we just print money? MashaAllah, the person who said this truly loves money. Why is an orange called an orange? Okay, I have no idea. Why should there be a difference between the rights of men and women? I think men and women are different by nature, so I think there should be differences, but not differences where one gender is feels like left out. I think we are different by nature. We have different roles to play in society, But I don't mean to say that one gender is better than the other. Like, I think women are really good at doing one thing. I think women are better at doing certain things than men, and also the opposite is also true. Men are maybe better at doing certain things than women. But that doesn't mean that one gender is better than the other, right? When a person talks to themselves, who is the speaker and who is the listener? So yeah, when you talk to yourself, are you the speaker or are you the listener? I think maybe you're a bit of both. Is there life on Mars? I don't know. Maybe. Yes, I think there could be in the future. We might discover that there once, maybe there was a time where maybe life did exist on Mars. And if we all come from Adam, why are there so many languages in the world? I think because we live in different parts of the world, right? Maybe we have different languages, but I think languages are very, they're very interesting, right? So yeah, these are the questions that I got from the girls. Let me show you my favorite response. My favorite submission from one of the girls was this one. ما عندي سؤال بس please أبي A plus with a heart. Oh my goodness. So yeah, you can tell that there are some people who are a bit desperate, okay? Of course, everyone wants to pass, everyone wants to get a good grade, inshallah, and I hope that all of you do very well. Don't worry, okay? Let me show you some of the questions from the guys. These are all the questions that I got from the guys. So here again, guys, I think they think, obviously, men think differently from women, but here you have a snapshot of how guys think. Why is there something rather than nothing? Okay, good question. I like that. Why is there something rather than nothing? What came first, the chicken or the egg? This guy was clearly hungry when he wrote that question, but then again, yes, this is a very, very famous philosophical question. What came first, the chicken or the egg? If you say the chicken, someone might tell you, where did the chicken come from? If you say the egg came first, like where did the egg come from, right? The third question says, how can I improve my English? I want to learn English in a better way. If you remember from last class, I told you I think one of the best ways to improve your English is by continuous practice. And you try to read as much as you can. Put yourself in situations where you are exposed to the English language. So when you speak to your friends, speak in English. If you watch movies in English without the Arabic subtitles. If you read books, magazines, websites, newspapers, do so in English. The more you expose yourself to the language, the more you will learn, right? And also, of course, reading. Reading is a very good thing to do. If you can make reading a habit in your life, right? If you can read for 15 minutes every single day before you go to bed in English, in 1 month, you will have an advantage over the other students who do not read at all, okay? The fourth question says, why does the sun follow me when I drive a car? I don't think the sun is following you. I just think that the sun is so big and the sun rays are they're just everywhere. It almost feels like the sun is following you, but I don't think the sun is following you at all. What will you do after you finish your studies as a teacher? I don't know if this boy is trying to ask me this question, but I will try my best to continue teaching and to try to continue inspiring other people around me, inshallah. If we as humans do not see the oxygen and we see water, what do the fish see? I think fish only see water. I don't think they see oxygen as well. Again, is the Earth spherical or flat? This is a very similar question from the girls. Is Earth flat or is it like a sphere? How can you become better on something you love to do? It should be at, by the way. How can you be better at something? Again, I think this is very similar to what I said before. If you wish to be better at anything in life, I think the best thing to do is to practice as much as you can. The more you practice, the better you're going to be. Okay? How much money does the whole world have? Good question, but I'm guessing trillions and trillions and trillions of dinars and dollars. Look at this question. You can tell that this question is from one of the guys. Why is the EL111 class 2 days a week and not once a week? Ya Habibi, because I want you to improve. I want you to learn. Because we want you to become better. That's why it's twice a week, not once a week. Oh my God. Why is it called building if it's already built? It should be called built. Yes, that makes sense. Do crabs think that fish are flying? I don't know what's wrong with the boys or why they think like that, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe, yes. Maybe crabs think that fish are flying in the sea, yes. Why do the 1% germs survive? I don't know. Maybe because you cannot kill all the germs. And why does it take babies 10 months to start walking, but cockroaches can do it instantly? Only God knows. These are some of the questions that I got from the guys. You can clearly see that guys and girls do not think alike, okay? Which is actually a good thing. Now, let me show you the question that I always ask myself. What does Mr. Farran always ask himself? I like to ask myself this question. What is the meaning of life? What is the meaning of life? And one of the best answers I've ever read or actually I've ever seen is this answer over here. This is taken from a very popular book by Viktor Frankl, and he says the meaning of life is to give life a meaning. So the meaning of life is to give your life some sort of meaning. If you can do that, then you have discovered the true meaning of life. Isn't this beautiful? It's amazing, right? Think of your life and try to give your life meaning. Okay, guys? So for today's class, inshallah, guys, we will talk a bit about Elon Musk. I don't know, maybe you guys have heard of him. I think he's the richest man in the world right now. And we will also, inshallah, talk about the best way to learn a language. We will do some reading together, and we will talk about the tenses. And by the end of the class, inshallah, I will just quickly remind you of how to write a simple essay, because that is the most important part in this course, okay? So again, if you want to participate, guys, please raise your hand so that it's not fawda, it's not chaotic. Please raise your hand, and then I will ask you and to answer, inshallah. Let's look at the very first question. The very first question says, "What do you know about Elon Musk?" Let's see. What do you guys know about Elon Musk? Hajar, go ahead. Yes.
He founded the NASA.
He didn't. He didn't. He wasn't the founder of NASA. He found SpaceX, which is very similar to NASA. Yes, you're right, Hajar. Dalal.
Yeah, he's the richest man.
Exactly. He is the richest man in the world. If you love money, then you're gonna probably like Elon Musk. Nada, what do you know about Elon Musk?
He is CEO of Tesla.
Excellent, exactly. He also has a company called Tesla, which is طبعا they are very famous for making electric cars. What else do we know? Ragad, what do you know about Tesla? Oh, sorry, about Elon Musk.
Yes, he has.
He is a famous for space. You have two Ragad, doctor. So.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yes, let me talk to Ragad Al
Oh,
Muhammad.
yalla, Ragad, the another one. Talk. Wait, Ragad, the another one.
He has a Twitter program.
Yeah, he has what? Sorry.
A Twitter program.
Oh, yes, exactly. He also bought Twitter. He called it X. Very good. Yes, thank you, Ragad Al Muhammad. Let's go to the other Ragad. Ragad Faza. Yes.
He is a famous for SpaceX and Tesla.
Excellent, exactly. Yes, he's very famous for SpaceX, for Tesla, for Twitter. He bought Twitter, طبعا, then he changed the name from Twitter to X for some reason. Amira, do you know anything about Elon Musk?
Yes, he is a friend for Donald Trump.
Yes,
Best
exactly.
friend.
Exactly, they're best friends. That's so true. Amira, I thought you were going to say that he is my friend.
No, not my friend.
Okay, thank God.
يا ليته my friend.
she's, she's like, yeah, that's my friend.
Actually,
Yes.
he is a weird, doctor. He is a weird man.
He is. He's very, very weird. Exactly. Yes, he's very weird. And if you know anything about the Epstein files, his name was also in the Epstein files, which is not a good thing, you know.
We are safe here. We can say what we want.
Yes, go ahead. It's a safe space. Sadaqat, go ahead.
He has a weird body.
He has.
You saw him in the tweet.
He has a weird everything. His body, his mind, his face, everything is weird about this guy. Bushra, anything else you want to add?
He works on electric cars and artificial intelligence.
Yes, very good. Exactly. Yes, he's very famous for electric cars, and also he's also into the AI business. He's also into the artificial intelligence. Yes, very good. And then the second question, this is the homework I actually gave you, right? But if you didn't do the homework, it's okay, guys. You can still do it. You can still send it to me. And by the way, when I was checking your homework, some of you, not all of you, some of you used ChatGPT, and some of you used Google and so on. Please, guys, please do not use Google or AI or ChatGPT, because I want to see your masayib. I want to see your mistakes. Because when you make mistakes with me, I will tell you what to do and what not to do. But if you use ChatGPT, if you use AI, then I cannot really help you. You understand? So guys, please make mistakes in my class. As I told you before, making mistakes is halal. It's okay to make mistakes because once you make a mistake and you learn from it, inshallah, you will not do it again. Okay? But just again, very, very briefly, if you had the power to invent anything, what would you invent? When I was checking the homework, Taban, yes, Dalal, go ahead.
Can I answer now?
Yeah, go ahead, Dalal.
Yeah, I wanted to say flying cars.
Yes, a lot of you actually mentioned flying cars. Dalal, why did you mention flying cars?
Because it will make life easier, and
Exactly.
we will arrive so quickly.
True, exactly. Especially in Kuwait, right?
Yeah, and
Yep,
I
yep.
had another answer, but I didn't write it down,
What is
which
it?
is the medicine of cancer.
Ah, okay, good. So you want to find a cure for cancer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Why not? It's a good answer, Dalal. Thank you so much. Yes. Hajar, what did you say? Hajar al
Haji.
Al-Hajj, is it? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. I want to invent something that makes people silent whenever I want. Because sometimes people's voices are maybe noisy.
Okay. So Hajar wants to have like a remote control where she can shut people up. You can make them quiet. MashaAllah, that's interesting. Okay. The other Hajar?
I want to invite a machine to produce what I want.
Okay, great. So you want to invent a machine that can maybe produce or make what you want. Okay, that's interesting. Nada?
This is actually one I really wanted, a device to read minds.
Oh my God, a device to read minds. If you ever invent this, Nada, please don't give it to my wife.
She will be the first one who get it.
She will be the first one who gets it. I will be the first one to get a divorce. Oh my God. Allah yastur. Allah yastur. And the thing is, a lot of women say, I want a device that can read minds, but I feel like women can already read minds, mashallah. Women have this talent. My mom can read my mind. My wife can read my mind. This is crazy.
I think
Uh,
إنه طبيعي لأنه بالعشرة عرفوا.
yes, Emma, that's true,
No,
exactly.
because we are, Doctor, because we are a
Yes.
ghost, so be careful.
Yes,
Good.
go ahead.
عافية الله.
This is becoming scary, wallah. I really hope that you guys never meet my wife, and if you ever meet my wife, you guys don't give her, these crazy ideas. But yes, I think as Shaiman mentioned, when you live with someone for such a long time, you start to get to know them obviously more, and you can somehow predict what that person is thinking. You can almost like read their minds, okay? Ragad Al Muhammad, yes, go ahead.
I want to invent a robot to clean home.
Yes, that's a good one. A robot to clean the home, because I'm pretty sure most
Yes,
of you don't like to clean.
yes, to save time and effort.
Exactly, to save time and effort because you have to read English books for Mr. Farran's class. Imagine if you had a robot who does the cooking and cleaning, then you will have more time to read and you will not have the roof. This is perfect. Bushra.
I would also say flying cars because destination would be easier to reach.
Exactly, yes, flying cars makes more sense. There's no need to, wait or, waste time in traffic. Yeah, it makes so much more sense. Yes. Judy?
I want a car that never breaks down.
A car that never breaks down. Yeah, that's actually a good one. Yeah, why not? صح, why not? Makes sense.
Inshallah.
Is it inshallah يا رب inshallah Julie, why not? Is it Alia العتيبي?
Ilya.
Oh, sorry, Ilya. Sorry, go ahead, Ilya.
It's okay. I want to invent a smart machine that can understand people feeling.
Oh, you want a machine that understands people's feelings. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is scary. Okay.
Yes.
Interesting, interesting. Same thing. If you ever invent this, Ilya, please don't sell it to my wife.
Okay.
Hajar Al-Hajj, yes. Anything else?
Sorry, I forget to to down
No
my
worries.
hand.
No worries, no worries,
Okay,
Hajar.
sorry.
No worries. Okay, guys. So yeah. So basically, as you guys know, about Elon Musk, very very famous. He's super famous. As I said, I think he's like the richest guy in the world right now, and he has billions. And again, it's hard to imagine how much money this guy has. And as some of you said, Elon Musk is actually, I think one of someone in the class said he's the guy who came up with NASA. So NASA is the official space agency of the USA. But what Elon Musk did was he actually came up with his own company called SpaceX. And basically, what they're doing is they're sending rockets into space. Here's just one short video of Elon Musk of like a rocket coming back, I think coming back to Earth. Okay, watch. So, So it's crazy. Imagine a rocket coming back to Earth from space and landing safely. This is crazy. Here's another video, but I think over here the rocket did not stand properly and the rocket fell and exploded. Watch this. So here the rocket came back to Earth. It's trying to stand, but unfortunately it fell, move, and the rocket exploded. So remember, guys, if you ever want to start anything in life, you might not always be successful. You might fail sometimes, but again, you learn from your failures. It's very similar to when I give you homework. When I give you homework and I tell you to do it by yourself, or I tell you to write something down, I want to see your mistakes because when you make mistakes, you learn to avoid them in the future. So, of course, even Elon Musk, the richest guy in the world, even he had failures, even he made mistakes, but he learned from his mistakes so that he doesn't repeat them in the future. Okay, guys? And by the way, I don't know if you know this, but Elon Musk, he was the guy who inspired the fictional character Iron Man. I don't know if you guys know Iron Man. Maybe you've seen the movie, but Iron Man, he's a fictional character. He's actually a comic book hero, right? And actually, Elon Musk was the inspiration behind Iron Man. What do I mean exactly? What I'm trying to say is, the guy who acted Iron Man, he actually he spoke to Elon Musk to get to know him, so that he can actually play the character in the movie itself. Okay. Now, I sent Amira on WhatsApp. I also sent you guys, if you check the chats, if you check the chat in on Teams over here, you will see that, guys. I sent you a little reading comprehension. Okay, it's this one over here. If you click on it, I'll quickly show you. This is a reading comprehension. Okay, 1 second. I have some questions, guys. I have some questions regarding the reading over here. I don't know why this is taking so long. Actually, wait, okay, it should work. Here. So I sent this to Amira on WhatsApp. I also put this on the chat on Teams. As you can see, guys, I have 4 questions over here, just short answers about Elon Musk, and then I have the true and false over here again, also about Elon Musk. Okay. So what I'll do is, all you have to do is just read this. Where is it? Sorry, over here. Just read this. Okay. And then answer the questions over here. So these are the questions I sent you. You can check the chat or you can check the your WhatsApp, and then read the text over here, please, and then simply answer these questions. Okay, guys? If you want, I'll give you maybe 2 minutes, and then we'll do the answers together, inshallah. Okay, guys? So I'll put the reading over here for you. Yeah. Any questions so far, guys? Any questions?
No.
Oh, okay, good, 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 good. So I'm gonna put the reading again. Yes, please look at the reading, guys. Please try to answer the questions. I'll give you 2 minutes. It's very easy, and then I'll give you the answers. Okay? Okay, guys, I'll give you maybe 1 more minute, and then we'll do the answers together. All the answers can be found in the reading, okay? Okay, guys, I'm gonna read the text for you, and then try to, again, if you're not done, just, try to take some guesses, don't leave the question empty. If you leave it empty, you won't get any marks for it, right? This is only practice, by the way, so don't worry. So I'm going to read the text for you, and then try your best to find the answers, okay, for each question. It says, for the first paragraph, it says, in recent years, Elon Musk has become a household name. He's the founder of SpaceX and CEO of Tesla, and he currently sits atop the list of the richest people in the world, with an estimated wealth of more than 200 billion. Oh my God, not million, not million, milliard. 200, oh yeah, he has more than 200 billion. And actually, I'm sure today it's even more than that. But there's a lot you probably don't know about Musk and his early life. Here are a few of the most interesting things about him. Okay? The second paragraph says Musk lived in South Africa until he moved to Canada at the age of 17. 2 years later, he moved to America to attend university. Musk is a father of 11 children. MashaAllah, 11 children. The guy likes kids. With 3 different women. Oh, he also likes women as well. Musk's son, Xavier, was named after the comic book character Professor Xavier from X-Men. Musk discovered coding around the age of 10. This is the third paragraph. And at 12, created his own video game called Blastar, sorry. He sold the game for 500 pounds to a magazine, and you can still find the game online today. Before filming the Iron Man movies, Robert Downey Jr., who's a very famous actor, by the way, he sat down with Musk to learn more about him so that he could make Tony Stark a realistic and believable character. Musk even makes a brief appearance in the second Iron Man film. Okay? Now let's go to the questions, guys. So here, the very first question says, where was Musk living at the age of 19? Let's go back to the text. Who can give me the answer? Where was Musk living at the age of 19? Where are you guys? Over here. Okay, Shayma, go ahead.
He's an American.
Yeah, so, yeah, where was he living? He was living in America, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So where was Musk living at the age of 19? In America. How do we know? Because look, first of all, he was born, again, he lived in South Africa until he moved to Canada at the age of 17. So from the age, when he was born until the age of 16, he was in South Africa. At the age of 17, he went to Canada. 2 years later, he went to America, right? So at the age of 19, Taban Musk was in America. Which 2 companies is Musk famous for? Bushra Dihan. Sorry, Didan, sorry.
SpaceX and Tesla.
Excellent, exactly, yes. If we go back over here, which 2 companies is Musk famous for? Here, look at the second line. He's the founder of SpaceX and CEO of Tesla. Okay, very good. Third question, where was Musk born? This is also easy. Let's ask Ragad Al-Muhammad.
Where was Musk born? South Africa.
Yes, excellent, exactly. He was born in South Africa. Again, how do we know? Here, look at the second paragraph. Musk lived in South Africa until he moved to Canada at the age of 17. So he was born in South Africa and he lived there up until the age of 16. When he turned 17, he went to Canada. Number 4 says, why did Musk name his son after a comic book character? Now, the answer is not here. You just have to kind of maybe, just if you think about it, you might get the answer, okay? Let's ask Ragad Faza, is it?
فزع دكتور.
Oh, Bismillah. Fiza, sorry. Ragad Fiza.
So
Ragad,
because he
yes.
named him
Yes,
لا
tell me.
تفضل yes.
No, go ahead. Please tell me.
Because he named him after Professor Zafir from X-Men, a
Okay.
comic book character. So
Okay.
this reason.
But why? It says here, why, Ragad? Why did he name him after comic book character? Why do you think so?
Because I don't know, he loved him.
Yeah, exactly. He
I
loves
don't
him.
know.
Very good. Yeah, that's true.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good.
Doctor,
Yes.
I want to say something.
Yes, tell me, Ragad.
Please, in your attendance, my name Ragad Saoud. So maybe when you take the attendance, please.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
don't worry.
Thank you.
Okay, let's look at the second part, guys. Second part says, write true or false, صح وغلط, as we say in Arabic. Write true or false for the following sentences. Number 1 says, according to the text, Musk is a famous person. What do you guys think?
True.
Yeah, of course, it's true. Yeah. How do we know, guys? Let's go back to the text. Look here. How do we know? If you just look at the very first line. In recent years, Elon Musk has become a household name. Household name means everyone knows him. معروف, okay? Number 2, Musk was able to make money because of his coding skills. Let's ask Ilya.
True.
Yep, again, true. How do we know? Again, he was able to make money. Again, look at the third paragraph. Here, he discovered coding at the age of 10, and at 12, he made a video game. He also sold the game for £500. So yes, he was able to make money. Number 3, Musk has not made any appearance in movies. Let's ask Hajar Al-Haji.
Yeah, false.
False. Very good. Exactly. Again, if I go back, if you look at the last paragraph, it says the last line. Musk even makes a brief appearance in the second Iron Man film. So if you go back and watch the second Iron Man film, you will actually see Elon Musk in the movie. Number 4, Elon Musk's estimated wealth is around 200 million. Let's ask Jawahir.
False.
Jawahir, are you there?
No, it's false.
Why is it false, Jawahir?
Because billion, not million.
Exactly. So guys, you have to be careful. As teachers, sometimes, we like to trick you, right? So here it says Elon Musk's estimated wealth is around 200 million. No, it's actually 200 billion. Look here with a B, not with an M, right? And then the last question says, Musk's way of life has inspired a fictional character. Yani because of the way he's living his life, we actually have a fictional character called Iron Man, and the answer is true.
True.
Exactly. Okay, guys, I'll quickly show you over here. Here. So here are all the answers. Okay, where was Musk living at the age of 19? Taban, he was in America. Which 2 companies? SpaceX and Tesla. Where was he born? He was born in South Africa. And as Hajar mentioned, why did Musk name his son after a comic book character? Because he seems to be a big fan. He seems to love these comic book characters, right? If you call your son or daughter after a famous person, you probably like this person, right? If you call your daughter Beyonce, you probably like Beyonce. If you call your daughter Taylor Swift, you probably like Taylor Swift, right? And then for the true and false, we have true, true, false, false, and then the last one is true, okay? So guys, believe it or not, this is the very famous actor. His name is Robert Downey Jr. Imagine, Robert Downey Jr., he sat and he spoke to Elon Musk to actually know how to play the character Iron Man in the movies, which is crazy. Think about it. This real actor spoke to this real person so that he knows how to actually play this character in the movie Iron Man. And imagine, this is one of Elon Musk's, this is Xavier, his son. This guy was named after this guy. مش حرام? Oh my God, look at this guy. Unbelievable. This little cute guy is named after this bald guy. This is crazy. Anyways, on page 15, guys, I want you to please, this is the grammar section. I want you to please match the categories on the left with the questions on the right. So for example, the first one has been done for you as an example. It says facts and information. Okay, طبعا if you have to match it, you have to match it with number one. What is the rarest blood type? So here we're talking about facts and information, okay? I want you guys just to match the others. So you have experiences, past events, future predictions, plans and intentions, and then we have current situations and trends. So I want you guys to please match the categories on the left with the questions on the right. Again, I'll give you like a minute, and then we'll do it together, inshallah, to find the answers, okay? Okay, guys, let's do this together. All I want you to do is just, match the category with the question. Okay, so you have the categories on the left, and then you have the questions on the right-hand side. Yeah, so the first one has been done for you, right? Let's look at the second one, experiences. Let me ask, who do we have? Let's ask Nada Khalil.
Yes, doctor. 3. Has the dog ever been into space?
Okay, has a dog ever been to space? Okay, what about C, past events, Dalal, Muhammad?
Yes, doctor. The
Yeah,
past event is number 2. Who discovered penicillin?
yes, very good. Who discovered penicillin? Okay. Ragad Al-Muhammad, can you do the next one? Future predictions?
Yeah. A future, will there ever be a cure for cancer?
Exactly. Will there ever be a cure for cancer? Very good. Remember, someone mentioned when I talked about inventions, someone mentioned that they wanted to create a device or something that removes cancer from the world. So yeah, that's a future prediction. And then we have E, Amira Al-Muteri, plans and intentions.
I want to answer, Mister.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, تفضلي. Go ahead.
So it's plans and intentions. It means are European Union countries going to reduce the amount of greenhouse gases they produce?
Okay, very good. Yes. And then the last one, current situations and trends. Is the number of malaria cases going down, right?
Yes.
Exactly. Very good, guys. Okay. So here, guys, if you look at each one carefully, right, you have facts and information. What is the rarest blood type? Experiences. Has a dog ever been into space? Past events, who discovered penicillin? Future predictions, will there ever be a cure for cancer? Plans and intentions, are European Union countries going to reduce the amount of greenhouse gases they produce? And then the last one, current situations and trends, is the number of malaria cases going down? Now, basically, guys, for the grammar, we're trying to talk about the different tenses, al-azmina, as we call it in Arabic. We have طبعا the present tense, we have the past tense, we have the future tense, we have the present perfect, we have the present continuous. Okay, guys? So again, on page 15, yeah, on the same page, guys, I want you to please take the headings you have, or like take the rules, and then complete them over here. So you have going to, past simple, present continuous, the present perfect, so you have the past simple over here, you have the present simple over here, and then you have will. And take these and please put them in the right place, please. Okay? Let's do the first one together. It says, we use the something to talk about things that are generally true.
Present
What do you guys?
simple.
Present
Yes,
simple.
exactly. We use the present simple
Present
to
simple.
talk. Exactly. Very good, guys. Exactly. Yes. So we use the present simple to talk about things that are generally true. Like what? For example, Kuwait is a country, right? Here I'm using the present simple tense. So when we talk about facts, when we talk about things that are generally true, we usually use the present simple tense. I can say, I am
حقيقة
a
ثابتة.
teacher.
حقيقة ثابتة. Present
Excellent.
simple.
Exactly. Very good, guys. Yeah. So please do the rest. So do them all. I'll give you maybe like 1 minute and then I'll give you the answers. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Doctor, which page is this?
This is page 15, the grammar section. Okay, guys, let's do this together. So, of course, the first one, as we said, we use the present simple to talk about things that are generally true. Okay, let's look at the next one. Let me ask Maryam.
Yes, doctor.
Yes, for number 2, we use the something to talk
We
about
use
current.
present continuous.
Excellent, very good. We use the present continuous. Excellent. So, for example, we are studying at the moment, right? We are learning.
Yeah, it's
I am
something
teaching.
happened. We use present continuous about something happening now in the
Excellent,
moment.
exactly. As Mariam said, guys, we use the present continuous to talk about something which is happening right now. For example, I am teaching. You are listening, I hope. Some people are sleeping, right? So we use the present continuous to talk about something happening right now, okay? Look at the third one. We use the something to talk about experiences and events that happened in the past and may happen in the future. Let's ask Nada Khalil.
Yes, doctor. Present perfect.
Yes, excellent. We use the present perfect to talk about something which happened in the past, but it also continues into the future. What do I mean? For example, imagine I open a shop in the avenues, right? Let's say I opened the shop in the avenues 3 years ago, and the shop is still there. So I can say what? I have opened a shop in the avenues. The present perfect is have or has مع تصريف الثالث. Every verb has you have the present, you have the past, and then we have something called the past participle. In Arabic we call it تصريف الثالث. So I have opened the shop in the avenues means I did this in the past, and the shop is still there. Okay, I can also say I have lived in Salwa. I have lived in Salwa means I lived in Salwa before, and I am still living in Salwa right now. Okay. Look at the fourth one. We use the something to talk about finished past events. Let me ask Judy. Go ahead.
We use the past simple to talk about finished past event.
Excellent, exactly. For example, yesterday, wallah, I walked on the beach, for example. Yesterday, I did my homework. Khalas, I use the simple past tense to show people that an event is done in the past. It's a finished past event, okay? Let's look at E. We use something to talk about possible future events. Let's ask Dalal Muhammad.
Yes. We use will to talk about possible future events.
Excellent, exactly. Yeah, so we can use will, as Dalal mentioned, to talk about possible future events. Like what? For example, tomorrow I will travel, right? I will travel, right? Tomorrow I will get my wife a gift, for example. Tomorrow my kids will drive me crazy, right? So when we talk about future possible events, then we can use will plus verb, okay? I will go, I will travel, I will buy, I will eat, and so on. And then the last one, we use something to talk about future plans and intentions. Hajar?
We use going to.
Excellent. Yes, we use going to talk about future plans and intentions. Okay, guys? So for the first one, Taban, please don't forget, if you guys can remember these rules, you will do very well on the midterm and final exam. Because on the midterm and final exam, you have a grammar section. Remember, when we talk about things that are generally true, we always use the present simple or the simple present tense, okay? When we talk about things that are happening right now, current events, we use the present continuous, okay? When we talk about when we talk about experiences or things that happened in the past and may continue in the future, we use the present perfect. When we talk about something which happened in the past and it finished, we use the simple past tense. And we can use will and going to talk about future events, but one of them is planned, one of them is not planned. If you plan something in the future, you can use going to. If it's not planned, then you can use will. Okay, guys? So let me give you the rules, or let me tell you guys when do we use the simple present and the other tenses, inshallah, okay? Now, for the simple present tense, it's very easy. Okay, we use the simple present tense, guys, for three different things. Number one, to talk about daily habits, right? I wake up every day at 8 o'clock in the morning. Some people, by the way, some people sleep at 8 o'clock in the morning. He prays in the mosque. It rains once a month. So when we talk about daily habits, we can use the simple present tense, okay? We can also use the simple present tense, guys, to talk about facts, right? Again, Kuwait is a country. There are 7 days in a week. Mr. Farran is a teacher, right? So when we talk about facts, we always use the simple present tense. Or when we talk about general truths, things which are correct, okay? And the last thing we can use the present simple tense for is when you want to give instructions. For example, open your book, eat your food, take the first bus, do your homework, right? And so on. So we use the simple present tense to talk about our daily habits, number one. Number two, to talk about facts or things which are considered true. And number three, to give instructions to other people. This is when we use the simple present tense. I also gave you three examples for each one. Okay, guys? So here, look, when we talk about facts, here we have what? The simple present tense. What is the rarest blood type? So here I'm using the simple present tense. طيب, let's talk about the present perfect. When do we use the present perfect? Again, we use the present perfect in three different instances or three different scenarios. Number one, we use it to talk about life experiences. For example, have you been to Japan? She has worked in sales. I have traveled around the world. So here, guys, you can see that I'm actually using the present perfect tense. How do I know? What is the present perfect? It's have or has with تصريف الثالث. In English, we call it the past participle. So for example, verb B, this is verb B. Verb B, we have am, is, are. And then in the past we have was or were. And then in the تصريف الثالث we have been. Okay? By the way, for most regular verbs, you just add ed. Yani for example, work in the present, in the past worked, and the past participle command worked. Same thing with travel. Travel is the present, the past is traveled, the past participle command traveled. Okay? So again, when do we use the present perfect tense? To talk about life experiences. That's number one. Number two, to talk about something which started in the past and it continues. Again, I have opened a cake shop, which means I did this in the past and my cake shop is still there. He has lived in Salwa since 2019, which means he went to Salwa in 2019 and up until this day, he is still in Salwa. I have been teaching for 12 years. Means again, I was teaching 12 years ago, and I am still teaching today. And then the last one, the last instance where we use the present perfect tense, is to talk about news or recent events. For example, the building has collapsed. The king has given a speech. People have just escaped. Yani when you talk about something which recently happened, right? We use the present perfect tense. Okay, guys? So remember, for the simple present tense, when do we use it? Simple present tense, remember, we use it for daily habits, facts, when we talk about facts, and when we want to give instructions. That's the simple present tense. For the present perfect, we use it to talk about life experiences. We use it to talk about something which started in the past, and it still continues until this day. And we can also use it to talk about, recent news or recent events that actually took place. And again, in your book here, we have experiences. طبعا here we have the present perfect tense. Have or has, مع تصريف الثالث for verb be. Okay? Now, look, of course, for past events, this is easy, right? For past events, all you need to do is just put the verb in the simple past tense. Okay, guys? Do you guys know the simple past tense for these verbs? Let's see if you guys know what they are. Okay, let me ask. Who wants to be our dahiya for today? Maryam.
Yes.
Maryam, can you tell me the past of the verb be?
Was for the singular and were for the popular.
MashaAllah, very good. What about have, Maryam?
Had.
Excellent. Do?
I will answer all.
Do you want to answer all of them, Maryam?
No. Do it.
طيب خلاص. Thank you, Maryam. يلا. كله صح ما شاء الله. Very good. All right. Let's have who else do we have? Let's have Nada Khalil.
She stopped.
Go.
Do. Yeah, did.
Do, did. بعدين go becomes?
Went.
Excellent. Say.
Say, said.
Excellent. Get.
Get, got.
Excellent. MashaAllah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me ask Jawahir. Jawahir, go ahead. For no? Yeah.
No.
What's the past of no? Sorry, what is it?
No.
Yes, K-N-E-W, right? And then what about make?
Made.
Excellent. How do you spell it?
M-A-D-E.
Yes. If you write M-A-I-D, it becomes khaddama. Be careful, okay? Made, the past of make is made. M-A-D-E. If you write M-A-I-D, you change, and you went from make to khaddama, okay? Think, thought, طبعا, right? Let me ask Raghad and Muhammad.
Yes.
What about take?
Talk.
Took, yes. T-O-O-K, and then find?
Found.
Found, F-O-U-N-D, very good. See?
So.
S-A-W, very good. Come?
Came.
Very good. And then the rest, guys, the rest of them they're just regular verbs. Regular verbs, and just add ed. Yani want, wanted. Cook, cooked. Learn, learned. Play, played. Look, looked, okay? So the ones I gave you in the beginning, these are called irregular verbs. Irregular, yani the spelling changes.
أفعال شاذة.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. Yes. So طبعا verb be I am becomes I was, right? She is becomes she was. They are becomes they were. صح? So verb be becomes was and were. Have had. Do did. Go went. Say said. Get got. Know knew. Make made. Think becomes thought in the past. Take becomes took. Find becomes found. See becomes saw. Come becomes came. And then the rest of the verbs, they are called regular verbs. They're very easy verbs. You just add ed. And by the way, the good news in English is that most verbs are regular verbs. And you just add ed. Play, played. Learn, learned. Cook, cooked. Want, wanted. Look, looked. Okay, guys? This is the simple past tense. Okay, so here again, past events. Look, who discovered? Discover is the present. The past, just add ed. Who discovered penicillin? Okay. Now, for the future, remember, guys, for the future, there are two types. For the future, we can use will or we can use are going to. Okay. So, guys, who can tell me what is the difference? What is the difference between will and going to? Judy, do you know the answer?
لا الصراحة لا.
Okay, good, good. Thank you for being honest. Yes, why not? It's okay. Dalal Muhammad?
Yes, doctor.
Do you know the difference, Dalal, between will and going to?
Yeah, going to is for the plans if you want to do something, and will is something it's not planned. It's just you want to do it, but it's not planned.
Yes, exactly. Very good. Yes. So, guys, both of them, as Dalal mentioned, they are both used for the future, but the difference is when you say going to, it means you've actually planned in advance. Yani you know exactly where you're going to go, which hotel you're going to stay in, and so on. So, will refers to future events, okay? And going to also refers to future events that have been planned. For example, look at these two examples. Will there ever be peace on earth? I'm talking about the future, but there's no planning. It's like a general question in the future, right? But look at the second example with going to. We are going to Paris next month. This is also in the future, but you guys know that I've actually planned this. So I've booked my hotel, you understand? I've booked my hotel, I've booked my tickets. So when you use going to, it means you have planned in advance for the future. Okay, guys? And then طبعا the last one we have is when we talk about current situations, طبعا we use the present continuous or the present progressive. Okay, so the present continuous, guys, refers to events happening at the moment. For example, imagine your friend calls you. She tells you, "What are you doing right now?" You might say, "Well, I am studying with Mr. Farran." Or if you're, let's say you're sleeping, and let's say your mother picks up the phone, right? Your friend calls you, and your friend says to your mother, "Where is Sarah?" And your mother can say, "Well, I'm so sorry. Right now, Sarah is sleeping right now." Okay. So again, here are just some examples. We always use the present continuous to talk about things that are happening right now. And what is the rule? The rule is طبعا verb be plus verb plus ing. So for example, we are studying English with Mr. Farran right now. He is helping us with our grammar. Rasha is sleeping in Mr. Farran's class, and I am speaking on the phone. So if you look at the rule, we have verb be plus verb plus ing. This is how you make the present continuous. And again, we use it when we're talking about something happening right now. Okay, guys? I want you guys to please, this is on page 16. I want you guys to please take the questions and put them in the right place. Remember, these are questions, they're not sentences. Okay? So, for example, look at the first one. It says, "Have you seen any good films recently?" Why do we use the present perfect? Because we're talking about something which happened recently. Have you seen any good films recently? Here we have, remember, have or has مع تصريف الثالث. For the verb see, طبعا in the present, بالماضي saw, in the past saw, and then the past participle is seen. Okay? So please do the rest, guys. Do B, C, D, E, and F, and then of course I'll give you the answers, okay? I'll give you maybe a minute, and then we'll do it together. Remember, these are questions, okay?
Doctor,
Yes.
can I have a question?
Yeah, please go ahead. If you have any questions, guys, please ask. Yes, totally.
Okay, whose tense we used to routines because I don't remember that. I forget.
Okay, for routines, we usually use the simple present tense to talk about your routines, your daily routines.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Remember, guys, if you're not sure, at least try. Remember, there's no harm in making mistakes, guys. Remember, we're all learning here, right? So even if you're not sure of the answer, please try. And also, you can look at sometimes you might find some clues in some of the sentences. For example, if you look at C, it says at the moment. At the moment, remember, we've talked about there's like a certain tense that we use when we're talking about things happening at the moment, right now, right? Here, are you going to go abroad on holiday this year? Okay, an A grade in your next test or exam. So if you look at some of the sentences, you might get a hint of which tense you have to use. And when you see the word recently, usually you're going to use the present perfect tense. Okay? Let's try to do this together, guys. Let's see if you guys can maybe get some of the answers. Let me just close this over here. Where is it? Oh, I almost gave you the answers. I think I did. Okay, I don't need this anymore. Okay. Where are we? Okay. So let's look at B, guys. Let's look at B. How something you get to this class today. Who can give us the answer?
Victor,
Yes,
you have a mistake.
I have a mistake.
Yeah.
Where is it? Tell me.
B, number B. Because how بعدين yesterday مو today.
Wait, let me check. B is a mistake. Where? It says how something you get to this class today. What did you write?
It's not today. It's yesterday.
It says yesterday over here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know. For me, it says today. But yeah, again, today or yesterday, it's the same thing. So imagine it says here yesterday, right? Imagine it says here yesterday. What did you write? Okay, so put this for me in a way that's going to fix the tense. How? What did you write? How?
Did you get?
Excellent. How did you get to this class yesterday or today? صح?
No, yesterday because it is today. I do. Okay. هستخدم do صح؟
Yes, you have to use the verb do. So you have to use the simple past tense, right? How did?
How did you get to this class yesterday?
Okay, yeah, that works. That works. It also works for today, by the way, because imagine I'm sitting in class and then imagine you come in, صح? And then I might ask you, how did you get to
Yeah.
class? Did you take a bus? Did you take a train? Did you take a car? Right?
Yeah.
So I'm talking about a past event. Remember, when we talk about past events, guys, and the event is finished, then we use the simple past tense. Okay? I think in the old version of the book كان today, but to make it easier for students خلوها yesterday عشان طالب ما يتلخبط. Okay? But they both work. يعني today or yesterday over here, it still works. How did you get to class? Okay?
Victor?
Yes.
But I think also today is right because the sentence for the question it's mean خلاص the person inside the class. It means something
Exactly.
happened.
Exactly. Thank you. Bravo. بالضبط. Why, guys? Yeah. So as your friend said, it still works. Why? Because, guys, نحن we're talking about an event that finished already. And even again, imagine we are like at AOU right now, all of us, and imagine someone comes late. Imagine her name is Zulaykha. I'm like, Zulaykha, oh, how did you get to class today? Because the event is done. Did you take a
Yeah,
plane to
when
come
we
to
see the
AOU?
sentence.
Exactly. But I think they changed the word today to yesterday عشان الطالب ما يتلخبط so that you guys don't get confused. But again, yeah, but if you think of the event, as your friend mentioned, the event is already done, right? So that's for B. How did you get to class today? Look at C, guys. C says something, anything interesting at the moment. Judy,
Yes.
what did you write for C, please?
Are you reading anything interesting at the moment?
Excellent, exactly. Here we use the present continuous. Are you reading anything interesting at the moment? Why are we like using the present continuous? Because we're talking about something that's happening right now at the moment. Okay? Look at D. Let's ask Dalal Muhammad.
Yeah. Are you gonna go abroad on holiday this year?
Yes, are you going to go abroad on holiday this year? Why do we use the future? Because طبعا we're talking later this year. We're not talking right now. We're talking about and later this year, maybe in the summer holiday. And when we talk about holidays, usually you plan in advance, صح? You don't go, والله, يلا, I'm gonna take the first plane I see to Dubai, خلاص. No. Usually you plan in advance. So are you going to go abroad on holiday this year? Okay, and then Hajar, look at E, please. What did you write for E?
Will you get a grade in your next test or exam?
Excellent. Will you get an A grade in your next test or exam? Some people might say, "Are you going to get?" Are you going to get? It can work, but it's not very good because usually you don't plan for an A. And you do your best, you study, but then with the grade you get, depends, right? So will you get an A sounds better. And then the last one, what sort of people? Ragad Al Muhammad.
Yes. I read the answer or question.
Can you give me the answer? So what sort of people? What did you write, Ragad?
Do you admire?
Excellent. What sort of people do you admire? Musicians, scientists, or business people? Okay, guys. So here you have the answers. You see them? The first one, because we're talking about something which happened recently, we have the present perfect tense. Present perfect, طبعا have or has, مع تصريف الثالث. Seen. Have you seen? The next one, how did you get to this class today or yesterday? Doesn't really make a difference. C, are you reading anything interesting at the moment? D, are you going to go abroad on holiday this year? E, will you get an A? And F says, what sort of people do you admire? Okay, guys? For the next part, guys, please do this for homework. Okay, guys, please do this for homework if you don't mind. This is page 13. This is the listening. Okay, guys, so please do this for homework. It says, listen to 4 people talk about the questions in 3, and then are the statements true or false? Okay, so guys, it's very easy. In your books on page 13, you will have a small listening part like this. just click on play. Okay, guys, you have four notes over here. All you have to do is just click on true or false. Okay, guys, click on true or false for each one. After طبعا you listen. It's like 3 minutes long. Click on true or false after you listen. Okay, guys, this is the best, one of the best ways to learn or to improve your English is by listening to the English language. Okay, guys? Inshallah, next time I see you guys, I don't know if we're going to meet online or in person. طبعا it all depends on the situation in Kuwait and what's happening around the world and so on. But I really, really hope that we can meet in person again because Salaha, I just it's better when I see you in class physically. Online, I don't know who's sleeping, who's awake, who's playing, who's playing, who's on TikTok. I really have no idea. But I just really hope that you guys benefited today. I hope that you guys understood what I was talking about. I will send you all my notes, inshallah, guys. Don't worry. Amira, please remind me if I forget. I will send you all my notes so that you guys can study from my notes, inshallah. Yep. And guys, your homework, inshallah, your homework for next time is please, طبعا, number one, please study the second unit. So we're almost done with the first unit. We just have a few more things that we're going to discuss together, inshallah, when I see you next time. And so yeah, please prepare the second unit. And طبعا your second homework is, guys, please continue reading your book. Okay, all of you should have chosen a book by now. You don't, if you can't find a physical book, then you can read something online. There are many ebooks online. There are many what's it called, like audiobooks if you want, or ebooks, or like books which you can find on the internet. If you can't find a physical book, then find a book online and you can start reading. The most important thing, guys, is that you find a book that is interesting for you to read and a book that is at your level. Yani don't get Shakespeare and tell me, Wallah, Mr. Farran, I hate reading. طبعا, if you're going to read Shakespeare from now, it's going to be hard for you. So don't read Shakespeare if it's too hard. And also don't read something which is boring for you. And all of us have interests, right? Some of you like action, some of you like romance, some of you like fantasy, some of you like whatever, right? Pick a book about something that is interesting for you. And inshallah, when I see you guys in class next time, I will ask you to bring your books with you. Okay, guys? Any questions, guys? Any questions before I say goodbye? Any questions?
Yeah,
دكتور
doctor, I have a question.
Oh, sorry, wait. Let's yes, let me ask Judy. Yes, any questions?
جودي حتى ما قال الدكتور دلال ولا
فضايح everywhere. Judy, any questions?
جودي نايمة دكتور
No, she's here. Yeah. الله يعافيك Judy. Any questions?
دكتور
Yes, تفضل.
راح تسألنا عن الكتب اللي احنا نقراها.
Yes, I will ask you. Why not?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Judy? Okay, that's done. Dalal,
Okay,
yes.
doctor. Yeah. How can I play the audio or the sound of the book that you gave us a homework?
Yeah, do you have the ebook, Dalal?
Let me see. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, خلاص. So on the ebook, Dalal, the ebook itself is actually interactive. So you can click, you can
So I
check your
just have
answers.
to click on the play?
Exactly.
Okay, I have another question.
Yes.
I just read maybe 20 pages of, not 20, maybe 13 pages of
Okay.
the story. Is that okay?
Yeah. If you can do like maybe 13, 14 pages Dalal every day, that will be very good.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Dalal. Ragad, Muhammad.
Yes.
Yeah, do you have any questions, Ragad?
No, I question. I قلت سؤالي قبل شوي. إذا
Okay.
تسألنا عن لا.
Oh, okay, good. And the other Ragad, any questions?
دكتور
Yes.
why didn't you let me answer?
I'm
Why
so sorry.
always
Next.
said رغد محمد والله دكتور cancel we will make a deal cancel فزع because you always say it
Yeah, your second name is very hard for me to say. خلاص, I'm going to call you Ragad number 2.
I know والله I know you can't say فزع.
خلاص, next time I'm going to call you Ragad number 2. Don't worry, okay?
شنو دكتور رغد number 2
طب خلاص, give me your second name. What's your father's name?
رغد with picture because all they don't watch
Ragad with a
only
picture.
me.
Okay, خلاص,
Yes.
inshallah. Next time you're going to answer Ragad.
Thank you.
You're
غد
welcome.
Muhammad, when I see you, I will kill you.
الله يعينك يا رغد.
Doctor,
Yes, Shema.
you say you will take the attendance.
Because the session was recorded, Shema, so again, don't worry, it's all there. It's all done automatically.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Shema, thank you for reminding me. And Bushra, any other questions, Bushra?
دكتور متى الكويز؟
Our first quiz, I think it should be maybe next week. But again, because of what's happening around the world, I'm not really sure. But it should be next week.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay, but don't worry. Inshallah khair. Yes, Amira.
دكتور
Yes.
الله يعافيك دكتور رجاء هلا بالكويز
لا.
حرب برمضان يعني هلا
Inshallah. So والله I'm gonna make it.
بسيط سمبل يا دكتور سمبل سطرين بس دكتور ولا
والله.
بزيادة
I wish, والله Amira, I'm gonna try my best to make it as easy as possible. Don't worry, okay?
وتغاضى دكتور سوي نفسك ما تشوف الأغلاط لا سمحت يعني
خلاص, I'm gonna act blind and I will avoid your mistakes. Don't worry.
دكتور
أنا
كمان
صحح
سؤال
دكتور مو أنا
أخير.
الليدر تبعك أنا أصحح عنك
أول شيء guys, don't forget أول شيء طبعا الكويز من 5 it's only out of 5 marks and it's going to be very easy inshallah. Don't worry guys, I promise. بس أهم شيء you guys يعني أهم شيء you guys learn how to write a simple essay. بس introduction, body 1, body 2, conclusion. If you know how to do that, you'll be very good. That's why I'm giving you homework.
Doctor, the quiz is gonna be only يعني writing?
Only writing بس don't worry guys.
دكتور في راح يجينا بلان نكتب بلان ولا لا؟
لا no plan. Only just a simple essay. Just introduction, body 1, body 2, conclusion. Don't worry. Okay. If you want حتى Amira, I'll send you a copy of last semester's quiz inshallah. Yes شيماء تفضلي.
راح تحدد لنا هيك كذا موضوع يعني الجنرال يونتس.
هو بس كل اليونت يعني the units we talk about. I think units 1 and 2 بس شيماء.
Yeah, I know that. بس أنا قصدي إنه تحدد لنا إيش الأفكار اللي أكثر أهمية بس.
والمشكلة شيماء I cannot do that عشان إذا أعطيتك نفس المواضيع رح تعمل copy paste عارف فبس أنت for you just يعني think of the things we talked about in class. مثل unit 1 we talked about scientists, we talked about asking questions, things like that. So if you understand what we talked about, then it should be easy for you inshallah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay guys, always welcome. By the way, I have a guys class. I have guys right now from 3:30 to 5. If you want to attend and you want to listen as well, the same things I explained, then you are free to attend. If you have no more questions, you are free to leave, guys. Thank you so much. And I did record the session. If you want, I'll send you the link to the recording so that you guys can watch it again if you want to. Okay, guys? يعطيكم الف عافية يا جماعة, and inshallah see you soon.